Phillies just going to sweep the Arizona Diamondbacks?
Probably.
Makes me angry.
Yeah, I don't like their fan base, but I do like Bryce Harper. Kyle Schwarber's hitting bombs. What do you tie Albert Pujols for the most home runs in the NLCS? Is that what happened last night? I mean, it was tough to watch. I mean, the Diamondbacks just got completely rattled last night. They lose 10-0 and go down 0-2. The Rangers are up 2-0. So I'm pulling for Bruce Bochy, Dusty Baker to win the World Series. Full disclosure, 888-957-9570 is the phone number as well. But to everybody on Twitch and YouTube and the Comcast Business Text Line chats, I walk in this morning, Sessions like, look, man, we don't have to do this for 20 minutes. Can we talk about the Rangers and the Phillies and how you could construct a team? And I said, you know what, Jasky? I don't want to do it this morning. You heard the passion yesterday when we talked Giants. You hear every time we talk about the Giants. It starts off, we come in thinking, hey, it's going to be a philosophical conversation about the Giants. And 10 minutes later, it's just nothing but anger about how bad our baseball team is. And all I keep going to is I'm looking for solutions. The first solution to the problem the Giants have is to fire Farhan Zaidi. That's the first part of the solution. It's not too late to fire Farhan Zaidi. You think he's going to put together a team like the Phillies, like the Rangers, like the Diamondbacks, like the Astros, like the Braves, like the Dodgers? I go on and on and on.
Yeah.
Hell, we ain't even the Milwaukee Brewers. So the Baltimore Orioles got over 100 wins, and that doesn't look fluky because of the talent that they have.
Well, then let's have like a different conversation. Forget about how to build a team. Wouldn't you agree in this era of players, every sport, it has never been more player-driven? Meaning guys want to go play with their buddies.
Yep.
They want to go play where they think they can win.
It's like travel ball.
They want to go play where they think they can get either, equal money, but more accolades. Like, aren't those true?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When Bryce signed with Philly, if you go back and look at that 2018 roster, it's not that good.
No, it's not.
But I look at the team that they've assembled since Bryce got there, and it's a who's who of guys that wanted to play with Bryce Harper. It's almost, it feels a lot like the Tom Brady effect. When Tom Brady went to Tampa Bay, all these guys started to come to play for him. I know Antonio Brown didn't work out, but Gronk comes out of retirement. Mike Evans feels rejuvenated.
What about LeBron? Going down to South Beach.
That's a great point.
Going with the Lakers.
That's a great point. You think Chris Paul would want to play with the Warriors if Steph wasn't here?
No,
exactly. I mean, I'm being real.
Yeah, Kyrie going to Brooklyn, trying to team up with Kevin Durant. It didn't work out well.
Good call.
But that's what these guys do. That's what they do. And so the Giants, you're right, the Phillies, when Bryce signed with them, we're like, the Phillies? Really? You're going to go to Philadelphia? Like, I got the ballpark aspect of it. Okay, left-handed power. He's going to hit a ton of home runs, probably hit a lot more home runs at Citizens Bank Park than he would at Oracle Park. But they were not that good yet. Now, they had Reese Hoskins. They had Aaron Nola. They had some prospects. But, boy, Trey Turner, Castellanos. Anybody laughing at Castellanos these days?
You were right about him.
No, it's okay. No.
I'll be real with you. I didn't think his game would translate as the premier guy for the Giants.
Right.
But you made a great astute point in the green room. It's like, as the seventh hitter or the sixth hitter or the fifth hitter in a stacked lineup, he's perfect.
He's perfect. He's perfect.
He makes $1 million more than Jock this year.
Who? Nick Castellanos?
Here. And the question is?
That's part of that interview. He makes $20 million this year.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
Schwarber, a real DH, makes $20 million this year as well. I look at it. I
bet you Schwarber could play a better left field than Jock. And Schwarber's not great in the field.
Well, the second they made him their full-time DH, their defense went, all their metrics went up.
Right.
But, I'm looking at this. I just want you to laugh here. The Giants' payroll was 186. 186?
183, I thought.
Okay,
did it go up to 186?
All right. Here's 171 for the Phillies. This is what the Phillies won.
They've got a $171 million payroll?
No, just their free agents.
Okay.
Zach Wheeler, Trey Turner, JT Realmuto, Nick Castellanos, Schwarber, Taijuan Walker, Craig Kimbrell, Josh Harrison, Bryce Harper.
Yeah.
Listen to that.
I know.
I mean,
forgot they had Josh Harrison just chilling on the bench.
Well, and look, I've had philosophical conversations with Mark Willard, and I understand his point of view, which I disagree with. But he's like, hey, you can't build your team through free agency. It's a Band-Aid. Long-term, it doesn't work. Blah, 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 blah. In the era of right now, everyone, I don't care what it is, you're refinancing your home. You know that the mortgage interest rates suck, but you need the money right now, right? You know that your phone is actually probably still good, but it's dropping calls, and I had to buy a new one right now.
Right.
That's how we operate, right? How can I get through today? You think I give a damn about year 7 for Marcus Semien when I'm looking at him on that 7-year 171,
No.
and he is one of the best leadoff hitters in
If you
baseball?
get 4 to 5 years out of him, it's a steal.
Do you think I
The
care?
contract is worth it.
Do you think honestly, Warrior fans, do you really care about year 3 or 4 for Draymond Green? You really care about this year?
No, I care about this year.
You're going about this year, right?
Same thing with Nick Bosa. Same thing with George Kittle.
Yeah, I mean,
Same thing with Fred Warner.
in 4 years, Bosa makes $42 million. I don't care.
Yeah, we don't care about Deebo Samuel's contract. We're like, can he make it through this year?
Yes, exactly.
So I'm with you there. So free agency, you need to have a guy who can attract guys. Dom Dombrowski, who's been with the Rangers, the Tigers, the Red Sox, now the GM or president of baseball operations, whatever you want to call him in Philadelphia. He's the head honcho.
Yep.
He knows how to go get free agents. He got Prince Fielder to get back to Detroit, Boston. He got guys left and right.
And the owner clearly cares about spending whatever it takes to win. Last year they lost in the World Series.
Yep.
And what did he say? I will spend whatever I need to win. He goes and gets Trey Turner.
Yep.
How's that working out?
Oh, it's working out pretty well.
Ask
the Dodgers.
thank you.
Ask the Dodgers. They missed Trey Turner.
Big time.
So the Giants, they have a situation to where they do spend money, but nobody wants their money.
No.
Because I don't think nobody wants to play here under the guy who's running the show, and that's Farhan Zaidi. Imagine going to Bryce Harper, and he's a lefty. And I'm sure, I without even looking at the numbers, I don't even know what his numbers is against left-handed pitchers.
It doesn't matter.
Could you imagine Bryce Harper saying, what are you doing? What are you guys doing? I need 5 at-bats in this game. Like, what is going on here? So the style of play. The style of play is just, it's not appealing at all.
You know what? To me, this isn't even a Giants conversation. To me, this is a Joe Lacob discussion because we're going to have Joe Lacob in today. All right. And I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to that. Do not go in. What time is he going to be here?
8:30.
Okay.
8:30.
We're going to have Joe Lacob in today. Joe Lacob's a real owner that really wants to win. And I just think we should appreciate him. Is he perfect? No. He has spent and put his money where his mouth is at every turn. Do I think Jed York's the greatest owner that ever lived? No. But you know what he's done? He's gotten out of the way. He's hired the right people, and he's armed them with the finances and the equity inside that building to do whatever it takes to build a damn good team. Now, they might not ever get over the hump, and that'll frustrate me to some degree. But there have been some great memories, and I know it's about winning the big one. I believe me, I get that.
He's 50 Cent had the album Get Rich or Die Trying, right?
Exactly.
Well, Jed York is going to die trying win the Super Bowl.
And I respect it.
And I respect that. He's going for the gusto. And you think about all the guaranteed money. He showed over $400 million in guaranteed money when you factor in Bosa, Kittle, Warner, Trent Williams, Deebo Samuel. He's going to get his money at some point. Eric Armstead is another guy who got paid. Jerry Greenlaw got paid. Travis Ward got paid. A lot of guys have gotten paid with the Niners. And Jed York, he's kind of took a step back.
Yep.
He's been the opposite of Joe Lacob in that sense where he hasn't done a lot of podcasts. He hasn't done a lot of interviews. He stayed out of the spotlight, let his people do his work, and that's fine. But they've been close. The 49ers have been close. We're talking about them now, and the reason why people are doom and gloom about them right now, or not everybody, but people why we're so critical to Cleveland losses because we expect this team to win.
Yes.
We expect this team to win every single game. Now,
Against
it's not possible against a third-string quarterback.
Yeah.
So that's why, and I like that. I like the fact that we expect the Niners to win and we're all butthurt about losing to the Cleveland Browns. I like that. I want to live like that.
I do too.
The Giants, you're not even competitive. You're 4th place in your division.
Yeah,
I got nothing to look like. The whole Marco Luciano thing that I've heard about for 3 years, I'm no longer excited about him because I don't know if he's going to be in the everyday lineup.
Well, and again, like going back to guys want to play with people that they think are winners. Dalvin Cook signs with the Jets. Why, B?
Aaron Rodgers.
He wanted to play with Aaron Rodgers. Now Aaron Rodgers ended up getting hurt. But, go across sports. I look at Dario Saric. You think Dario Saric is signing with Steph Curry?
Yeah.
Or soaring with the Warriors
Chris
if
Paul.
Steph Curry's not there?
Or Chris Paul. Or Klay Thompson.
Right.
Guys like that.
So, forget the Giants. I don't even want to talk about the Giants. I'm curious on Brock Purdy. Can Brock Purdy ever be a guy, Bonte,
that attracts free agents?
That guys want to go play with? Because isn't that kind of like, if I said Josh Allen, all wide receivers I would like to go play with him.
Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I'd like to go play with him.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, I'd like to go play with him. I don't think anyone's like, I need to go play with Dak. No, I'm just being real. I'm being real.
Right.
And
Even though Dak had a really good game on Monday.
So I know the way we talk about franchise quarterbacks, I'm starting to go in a different direction. I'm calling it the Bryce Harper effect. Do I want to go play with you if I'm a guy who plays a skill position?
So do you think guys, the Giants don't have
They don't have
Do
no one. They have
one
no one.
positional player that you want to play with?
I mean, you could say Patrick Bailey. There's a guy with the Arizona Diamondbacks who did not hit very well, who's just as talented defensively.
Okay.
And I know Giants fans don't want to hear that. Defensive catchers who are light hitting are all over the minor leagues.
No doubt. No doubt.
So
you can always find
and
those
Patrick
guys.
and I'm not trying to diss Patrick. I like Patrick Bailey, but like what made Buster was you got all the amazing defense
And you got the bat. You
middle
got
of the
300
order
average.
batter.
You know,
I mean, come on.
15 to 22 home runs,
There's nobody on the Giants. like that, I'm
RBIs.
saying.
Nobody.
That's why I don't
not
even
third
want
baseman.
I don't even want to talk about them because I don't think that they're deserving
Can you
of the
believe that?
conversation.
$183 million payroll. Just take a step back and think about that. $183 million payroll. And they don't have one positional player who a guy out there in free agency will say, you know what, I want to go play with him. They don't have one guy
I mean, look,
that can attract a free agent. That's why I don't want to hear the name Shohei Ohtani all offseason.
It's not going to happen.
No, I don't want to hear it. I don't even want to go, like, honestly, Casey Schmidt, Marco Luciano, Luis Matos,
It's just not. It's not.
Wade Meckler.
I mean, it's just not.
Who's the guy Farhan said was the best center fielder in the program right now? Wasn't even Matos and Meckler. Was it Fitzgerald?
Yeah,
Fitzpatrick?
Tyler
What's his name?
Fitzgerald.
Fitzgerald. I don't even know who he is.
And they waited till the very end to bring him up. You want your head to explode even more? There was a guy making plays at third base last night, Alex Boehm.
Oh, yeah. Alex Bone's good.
Do you know where he was drafted?
No.
One pick after Joey Bart. And that's not even Farhan's fault. But here's my other point. They have 14 guys on the Phillies right now that were traded. They traded 14 of their 40-man roster. They traded for. They had 17 free agents. Okay. Yeah, you could draft internally. You also have to be bold. Yeah. And I look at, again, I want to go back to, forget the Giants, go back to the Warriors. The Warriors easily could have just said, you know what? We're going to roll it back with Jordan Poole and Draymond Green. And they would have been playing with fire. We all agree. I have to at least credit them. They knew that wasn't going to win. We got to be bold. And I don't know if Chris Paul might blow up in their face.
No, this is what tells me everything about how the Warriors operate is the play-in season. Klay Thompson gets hurt on draft day. They draft James Wiseman number 2 overall. Klay gets hurt. They find out Klay's going to be out for the season, and he won't be back until January.
Yes.
What was it? January 9th of 2021 or 22. And Joe Lacob says, you know what? And he admitted to us when last time he joined us in the studio, I probably made a mistake and probably should have just sat back and chilled.
But I respect the hustle.
It was a bold move.
Yeah.
He went to go get Kelly Oubre Jr., trying to win, looking for anything, saying, I'll get me a 15 to 18 point per game scorer, a guy who can play some defense. Let me try to fit him into the Warriors' way. Well, it didn't work out, but they tried. They tried to appease the fan base. They tried to appease Curry and Dre and say, look, we're trying to win now.
Yeah.
That's what we do. The lost season when they won 15 games, they still made a bold move. You know what, D'Lo? That's not going to work out.
It was a great move in retrospect.
Let's go get Andrew Wiggins in a pick, which turned into Jonathan Kuminga,
who looks very promising right now.
Looks very promising. So I look, these teams make bold moves. What is the bold move the Giants have made?
Well, that's why the
Phillies make bold moves. The Rangers. They said, look, were the Rangers any good when they signed Corey Seager and Marcus Semien? Did anybody know about Josh Young? Did anybody know about Evan Carter?
Do you know where
Did anybody know about Nathaniel Lowe and Josh Heim?
You know where Evan Carter was drafted?
After Hunter Bishop?
No, well, yeah.
I'm kidding.
No, after Casey Schmidt. Josh Young went one pick ahead of Hunter Bishop.
Oh, man. Anyway.
But why don't we do that? Honestly, we don't do that in baseball enough, in my opinion.
No, we don't. We don't. So the Giants are being ran wrongly. And, again, I'll say this again today. And I feel kind of bad saying this, but I'm going to say it anyway. It's not too late to fire Farhan Zaidi. It's not too late to move on and get people to love your baseball team again.